Hello, this is Project Golddigger. Most digging games people play have a slow pace to them, with the player hitting an area multiple times to dig. Imagine if you could go through grounds at fast speeds to get to that treasure even faster. This would be more rewards more quickly, giving the player a sense of satisfaction. This game has a Western theme with anthropomorphic animals as the cast of characters. Just like in the prospecting times, your main objective is gold. The view a player sees is a 2D side-scrolling game that has the player in the center. While the setting is always underground, it is well lit so you can see all around, making digging very easy. In this game, the actions you can do is digging at a slow speed that is easy to turn in, a fast dig sprint that is hard to control, and even a power digging move that can cut through structures which will obstruct your path in some instances. The other main action you have is opening and using your map. The map displays all the structures and treasures in your level. However, you cannot see yourself, making it so you must determine where to go based on the structures around you. For instance, you would use this tiki head to try and locate yourself, and then find the treasure near it. When you open the map, it overlays the current screen and stops your current action. There's a day system which acts as the rotation for maps. The player does one map per day, and there are a total of 15 maps, so 15 days total. Each day the player earns gold. The gold is then added to a total amount for the player, and when 15 days are complete, the player is ranked on the amount of gold they have earned. This mechanic is most similar to Pikmin, as it has a day system as well where you need to collect treasure in the set time. However, in Pikmin you need to gather everything within the time limit, while in this game you are simply graded on your performance when the time limit ends. I feel this mechanic may be the most riskful part on development, as this is 15 different maps to do. However, to mitigate this problem as this arrives, we can simply give the same outline and reuse structures in worlds to quickly make different layouts, but it still has a little variation. I would enact this backup plan if we didn't have all of our main design ideas of pre-production made by the end of the month. Coming back to the other rules, what controls a day's length is a player's stamina. Every action the player does depletes their stamina, and when it is completely gone, the player's day ends, regardless if they've gotten all the treasure in the map. This acts as an antagonizing force to the player, as they must grab all the treasure before the bar depletes entirely. Another part of the game which acts as an antagonizing force against the player is the enemy AI. They are designed to go after one treasure on the map within a set amount of time. Essentially, the player must race against the AI to get to the treasure before they do, otherwise it is lost. The way the player interacts with these rules and mechanics lead to decisions that the player makes to try and get as much gold they can in one day. An example would be that the player decides if the AI is worth the effort racing against for one treasure, or if it will cost too much stamina since they may be taking a weird path and won't have enough for the remaining treasures. I have an example of how gameplay from a player may go. The player starts off getting a map for this new area. They are then started off with a prompt on the screen and must go for the treasure. In this instance, they are racing for the same treasure as the AI goes for, and as you can see, their stamina slowly depletes as they go for the gold. The obvious main goal in this game is collecting as much of the treasure as you can. However, the game really entices players with what they can do with that gold. For instance, a sub-goal that the player can use the gold for is to maximize and upgrade their abilities to help them dig faster and use up less stamina. Upgrades cost gold, but they don't detract from your final score, so there's no need to worry. Another possible sub-goal for players is to explore the map as much as they can. The map has hidden goodies in it, as well as the marked treasures, so exploring is encouraged when the player has leftover stamina from getting all the marked treasures. With all this in mind, Golddigger is a game that has a lot of replayability factor and allows the player to master the game for the best results. This is definitely a game that should be simple to play and difficult to master. All we have to do is dig this hidden gem out. Thanks for listening.